They now call Chicago home. More than 13,000 migrants who've arrived in the past year and been placed in hotels, police stations, and shelters across the city. This man told our sister station Telemundo Chicago he's been given a good bed and a good life while staying at the Inn of Chicago, a shelter that houses 1,500 people. For months, NBC5 Investigates has been asking city agencies for copies of financial records to better understand where the money has flowed to care for migrants. While the city continues to withhold many of the records we've requested, we did.
Interesting. I wonder why in the hell would they want to do that? If what they're doing, taking care of these undocumented migrants, is so noble and a generous undertaking to help the world's population, why would they hide the financial records of what goes on and who has to pay for these migrants? That's interesting.
Did obtain contracts and a spreadsheet showing since October the city has spent at least $83 million on this crisis. The bulk of that money, more than $56 million, went to Favorite Staffing, a Kansas-based company whose employees work at the shelters. In response to our requests, the city has so far provided just 2 invoices showing how much Favorite staffers are being paid. This invoice from the now closed shelter at Truman College shows a facility manager made $14,000 in 1 week.
I'm in the wrong goddamn business. I'll tell you that. These people are getting paid. Maybe, listen, they need to show me how to apply to one of these jobs.
At this High Ridge YMCA shelter, an invoice shows a nurse earned more than $20,000 for a week's worth of work. That same week, the shelter's manager's invoice billed for more than $14,000. These invoices did account for overtime. When we visited that shelter this week, we were greeted by that same manager who declined to answer our questions and referred us to the city.
I'm certainly aware of the challenges that I inherited, and this is why
that you inherited, bro. You are welcoming this yourself. What are you talking about? You are champion in this situation. Don't make it seem like you're not to blame. You're 100% to blame.
Made it a part of my everyday focus.
The influx of migrants is expected to cost Chicago taxpayers more than $250 million by the end of the year. Costs not lost on other city leaders.
We don't have the money to support all of this.
During Tuesday's budget committee meeting, alderpersons were asked to sign off on another $33 million in federal money earmarked for migrant care.
Endless buckets of money just being poured into the situation, and Chicago's already in debt.
Drop in the bucket. We definitely need more money. And for every dollar that they don't give us is more money we have to take out of our other funding.
And we've made multiple attempts today to reach someone with Favorite Staffing. We'll keep you posted when we hear back. The city also asked for more time to get back to us on those records.
All right, so y'all want to see who's actually paying for this migrant crisis? Taxpayers are. Check this out.
Well, people have gathered here tonight at Harmony Community Church here in Lawndale as they're trying to light the way to fairness with this bonfire and discussion tonight. Many homeowners across Chicago receiving a hefty property tax increase in the mail, and they're all wondering where that money is going.
How can you maintain your home if your taxes are constantly going up?
Homeowners in Lawndale are searching for answers together tonight about their property tax hikes. Community leaders partnered with the Lawndale Christian Development Corporation to host this bonfire, allowing neighbors to discuss their options. One man says he received a bill this week that was $977 more than what he paid last year.
I guess this is how Chicago or Brandon Johnson plans to pay for this crazy deficit he put the city in because of this migrant crisis. Now, the city has always had financial issues. I'm not saying that they haven't. But they added about $400 to $500 million of debt paying for these migrants on top of whatever shortfalls they had financially previously. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. Now regular taxpaying citizens are forced to, pay for this. And now they're looking for answers. Look at this. It's not a victimless crime. It's victims. These people are victims.
This increase is tied to a TIF that I have no idea why. Ogden Pulaski TIF is collecting money from our neighbors in our streets, but we're not being notified for what or why it's in the bill.
The group discussed a number of solutions for the issue, including an effort to propose new policy, which would be modeled after California's Prop 13. That would limit property taxes to 1% of assessed value, with annual increases capped at 2%. Homeowners are also frustrated because they feel like they're not seeing the tax hikes lead to notable investment in their neighborhoods.
There's been a divestment in this community for the most part, but it seems like now that people have found an interest in reclaiming the neighborhood, now it's like we're being taxed for prosperity.
Cook County Treasurer Maria Pappas also spoke earlier today on the tax bills while at a Rainbow Push event. She says there are new avenues for homeowners to pay these bills at their own pace.
You do not have to pay your bill on December 15th. Did you hear that? You don't have to pay it.
But you still have to pay it. You still have to pay it. So they're trying to lighten the load, I guess, in theory, in concept or whatever, but you still have to pay it. And you have to pay it because people of Chicago, the Democratic leadership in Chicago feels like it's more important to provide for people who shouldn't be here legally than to make sure that you're able to pay for your property taxes. And if you can't pay your property taxes, they take your home. And I wonder what they'll do with it. That's crazy.
Let me tell you why. We went to Springfield last year and set up a payment plan.
Pappas says you could go online on December 16th and find payment plans for up to 13 months.
How about you just not raise property taxes? How about you say, hey, yo, migrants, don't come here? How about you say, hey, don't, stay in hotels for free? Don't you like there are other options. You don't have to make sure people pay these exorbitant fucking property tax bills. Like, this is crazy.
That's welcome news to these homeowners, but they still want some clarity on those tax hikes.
We understand utilities are going up and things of that nature, but it's a valuation issue. Like, we don't have schools we need, those economics that aren't here, but we're being charged to pay for economics in other people's communities.
Now, some people here tell us
in other people's communities. That's code for we paying for these damn migrants and we peep game, Brandon Johnson.
they haven't even received their property tax bills yet, but we are told that those are going out around Chicago throughout this week. Well, people have gathered.
This dude is just the worst. Like the ridiculous loyalty to a population that shouldn't be here anyway at the expense of your own population is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say on this one. Anyway, let me know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?